I stumbled upon a shortcut not far from here during my last journey beyond the rift. Might we make use of it? Could you come over here?
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
We must not let down our guard. Well done, Master!
We might make the fruit reborn ourselves, or purchase some at Rune's apothecary in Mel. I can guide you there if you wish.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force?
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. I would gladly be of aid of it.
I shan't let them harm.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
What's the hurry?
With this, my magics are yours to wield. Arling has the same spell that will overwhelm our foes without combined magics. Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
Shove off.
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Well met. Pleasure doing business with you.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
Oh, there's something written here.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, well, if you do pick...
Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit rope. Brent, are we? Always a pleasure.
We have a...
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant.
I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us.
We have what we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
'Tis as you say.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
We have arrived.
Hail, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always... What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent, you're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A basque of saurians has made their nest outside the village. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
Saurians are monsters of fearsome strength. 'Tis true, but I've yet to meet a foe that explosive casks can't scatter.
You have my support. We are none of us alike in vocation.
That is most fortuitous.
I see it as a glad thing. We are well poised to supplement each other's strengths.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here. Here we are.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for.
A good day to you.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard and Mel. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Am I to do? He really ought to have...
We're better prepared than we might have hoped. What we need is already to hand. We have arrived.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady... She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion.
Shall we report our results? The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind? Different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Each to their own.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
Follow me, if you would. Following along, I trust. Take care not to lose sight of me.
These soldiers lack discipline. I'm surrounded by whingers on all sides.
Pray, follow me.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
While traveling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out?
With a long journey ahead of us, we ought to employ an ox cart and save our strength.
I knew it to be so. Might we consider boarding an ox cart?
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take it.
Where the wolves?
It fears fire's fury!
While traveling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out? Fortunately for you, I've a mind for maps. I can guide you there if you wish.
We've been given a destination. Shall we make our way there?
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any use. Shall we report back now?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over it?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
'Tis rather high. It might be beyond our reach.
Leave this to me, Master. I'll see us through. Shall I assist? One of my mage skills ought to resolve this in a trice. Shall I assist? Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Certainly, Master. I can take you. this individual.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
My nose tells me there's port close by. I'll have a look.
Keep your ears pricked all the same. Our foes might well use this chance to sneak up on us.
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Where? The Minotaur is targeted!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind? Different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Each to their own.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way? The spell will empower you with elemental magic.
This should be of use.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful. I've got a good feeling about this one.
One can see far to the distance from here.
I'd gladly cast aside my weapon and laze about here, if the Arisen would permit it.
You have my support.
Yes, Master? You require assistance?
A curative ought to do the trick. The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Hope to see you again ere long.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. We've a long journey ahead of us. We ought to employ an ox cart and save our strength.
'Tis as you say.
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
At the end of the day, our vocations are of...
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? If you would be so kind as to follow me.
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melv? Splendid. You've been an immense cart, reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you...
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
Right you are.
That's it. I've had enough. Clear off. And don't come back till you're ready to do business.
But I've got the coin. I swear it.
Where is it then, eh? Bring the coin. All of it.
'Tis uncommon for a lad of his age.
Hmm? Oh, 'tis you. You're the good sir. Thank you again, sir. You don't...
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by...
This might contain useful information.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. Those of other races differ so in design from our own. That's all 'tis, mind. Curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. No matter how they fascinate me, 'tisn't to be. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply will not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem... Indeed, I fear my aim has only worked. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my... Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so. Though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, it might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. I'm indebted, but this is no place to practice. That's where I train, you see. I do hope you'll join me.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
Spending so freely offers a unique sort of joy. Let's keep our noses to the grindstone, that we might do it again soon.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing you hear bandied about the tavern every... I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. Haven't learned much, that's for sure. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
And should my story entertain you, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to sow
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
my line of business, patience is key. Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale!
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'twas... That's so far away.
Even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus apply to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero offered...
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melv? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other. For all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's... Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares.
Your current vocation is ill-suited to wielding a bow.
Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now. Do come again.
I brought you something.
Chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
Bit bland. What can I throw in?
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
What am I to do?
Wouldn't last a day without me. And roots make for poor pillows. And there's value in freedom. Value beyond gold.
Look, Master.
No greater. Whatever's to be done.
Where are you going?
Ox carts don't travel at night anymore. Did you know that? Monsters are apt.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. My pack's grown rather heavy.
Let us make haste for the nearest town. I'd rather sell our pickings at market than toss them aside.
We cannot break it from this side.
As you say.
Always another errand to see to. Please, have mercy.
Five magics are at your disposal.
Leave off before you earn my spite. This is more than I bargained for.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
Your current vocation is ill-suited to wielding a bow, Master.
I knew it to be so.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Much obliged, sir.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Where are you going?
Almost time to set out.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.